welcome to jokmayoga, and this is jokma. We all need money because money is an imperative part in life. So we need money to run our life, and we can earn money either through job or through business. One has to stick to any job or to run a business to earn money. Whatever it is, if it's a job, if it's a business, you have to work for it. Unless you work, you cannot earn more money. So, if you work, you can earn money either through job or through business. And the work can be divided into two big categories. One is that requires the physical contribution, like the laborers in a factory. And another is one that requires the mental contribution, like the bank executive and chartered accountants, like that. The people who are sitting on table. So you have to work by way of contributing either your physical body, I mean effort of the physical body and the mental body. Whatever it is, we are exhausted in some hours, even if it's a job or a business. In some hours, we are physically or mentally exhausted. So, both the physical and mental work can impact your system in some ways. When it comes to the work that requires your mental contribution, gives the impact of the stress and no calmness and a disturbance to your mind. By the result, it aggravates the pain in your head. When it comes to the headache, mostly we are getting the headache out of the tension and depression. There are 150 varieties of headache, but those can be divided into two big categories. The first one is primary, the second one is secondary. And the first one, the primary headache, are being caused by the tension, migraine, and the cluster headache. Whereas the secondary headaches are being caused by the medical condition except the stress, I mean the tension, migraine, and the cluster headache. So only two different big categories are there. Whatever it is, the headache cannot be endured if it runs up entirely in our system. Mostly, very commonly, we are getting the headaches only out of the tension, depression, and lack of sleep. So, in this video, we are going to see four different practices which can work in favor of you in alleviating your headache. The first one is focusing on exhalation. See, by way of focusing on the exhalation, you can let the bad energies to go out of your system. The bad energies means that is running not in your favor and it might be contributing for the headache. Bad energies are also including some bad thoughts. So by way of exhaling, I mean focusing on exhaling, we can very easily get the bad energies and bad thoughts to run out of our system. For this, we don't need to be talented in pranayama. It doesn't require any good knowledge about the pranayama. The only thing that we have to do is that focusing on the exhalation after inhalation. So here, listen to me carefully. We have to sit in straight, not bending your back. So we have to keep our spine erect. And after that, we have to start inhalation and exhalation. Just inhalation and exhalation. See, in this process, only one thing is to be followed very carefully, that you have to inhale very short, not a deep breath, but you have to exhale in complete. And at the same time, While you are exhaling, you have to feel that you are letting all the bad energies and bad thoughts to run out of your system. So here in this practice, I'm not going to take a very deep breath, simple breath, but exhaling incomplete. During the process, I'm very sure you can feel that you are going light. You can feel that your headache is running out of your system. Yes, you can feel it. And let's start it. So, sitting straight, keep your palms on your knees respectively and keep your spine erect, chin straight, and close your eyes. And inhale. Very simple breathe in, not aggressively and not a deep breath. Just simply inhale and exhale in complete focusing on the exhalation and also thinking that all the bad energies or bad thoughts are running out of your system. So you have to imagine, right? Exhale. Yeah. So you have to exhale till your belly goes in to the maximum level, right? Till your belly shrinks in, you have to exhale, and at the same time, you have to imagine that and you have to feel that the bad energies are running out. So I'm repeating it again, right? Inhale very shortly, as like a normal breath, and exhale. Yeah, and this is how you have to finish this practice. And you can repeat this for at least 6 times. So, 6 times of inhalation and exhalation is important. And by way of doing this, you can feel that all the bad energies are running out of your system, especially the headache can be lightened in this practice. And the second practice is that giving a pressure to the pressure points that's associated to alleviating the headache. See, there are two important pressure points that can surely alleviate your headache, and those are exactly situating by the side of the bridge of the nose that's connecting the eyebrows. So here, this is exactly situated. So what we have to do is that simply closing your eyes and look at me carefully. I'm taking my index and thumb by the side to catch the 2 points, and these points are called the UB2 Azansu, and this is simply called the drilling bamboo. So I'm going to give pressure very lightly, and better if you're keeping your left hand with Nyan Mudra, and give light pressure consistently. And now I am giving pressure very gently, and you have to do this consistently for about a minute, the minimum of a minute and the maximum of 3 minutes. So you have to give the massaging pressure consistently to this point simultaneously. So in this way you have to do. So by way of this you can alleviate your headache. And the third practice is about a mudra. And the mudras are actually contributing in a big way in balancing our energy. So now we are going to do a mudra called the Mahasirs mudra. Now I am preparing my fingers for the Mahasirs mudra. First, bend the ring finger to the base of your thumb, exactly to this crease line, and bend the three fingers, I mean the thumb, index, and middle, and touch. I mean, all these fingers should be touching one another and leaving your little finger left stretched. Okay, and this is the preparation for the Mahasis Mudra. And after preparing my fingers for the Mahasis Mudra, I keep this on my knees respectively and closing my eyes and keep my spine erect and giving light pressure, giving light pressure to the fingers that's touching each other, the thumb, index, and the middle finger. And keeping this pose for at least a minute, the maximum of 3 minutes. And I'm very sure this practice can definitely alleviate your headache. This mudra will definitely help you in alleviating your headache. The fourth one is the meditation on crown chakra. The crown chakra is situated on the top of our head, and focusing on this chakra can help in alleviating the headache. The crown chakra is the seventh chakra of our body that's situated on the top of our head, so the top of our skull, and this is thousand petaled chakra, and this chakra can help definitely to alleviate our headache. So what we have to do is that simply sitting in this way, keep your spine erect and keep both of your hands with Jnana Mudra and start focusing on the crown chakra. And if you're not able to bring your concentration to the crown chakra, and if you're not having any practice before this, and if you're not having any good practice in concentrating on the crown chakra, please take your right index and fix it on top of it. Okay, bring it to the exact point where the crown chakra is there, the Sahasrara chakra. So I am fixing this here and try to concentrate and do this practice. If you are very experienced in focusing on the crown chakra, you don't need to fix your index on the top of it. I mean at the point of the crown chakra, or else you can keep in this way. So focus on the crown chakra at least for 5 minutes. Maximum is 15 minutes. So minimum of 5 minutes finally you have to focus on. And I'm sure in this practice of meditation you can bring your headache down. I'm very sure on it. So the headache can be alleviated and completely taken out of our system if we are doing these practices consistently. And all these four practices are helping you in alleviating your headache. I mean, focusing on the exhalation, drilling bamboo pressure points, the Mahasis Mudra, and finally the meditation on crown chakra, I mean the Sahasrara chakra. And amongst these four, the meditation on crown chakra helps you in a big way, because while you are attempting to focusing on the crown chakra, that is playing a very key role in balancing the energy that is associated in alleviating the headache. So you have to, even if you are not able to manage with the remaining the rest of the three practices, you please attempt keeping yourself engaged for the meditation on crown chakra. And if you are not, I mean, very familiar with this practice, and if you don't have a good knowledge about this, get a good yoga teacher who can help you to concentrate on the crown chakra. So following up of all these three, I mean four practices can help you alleviate your headache and finally to get away from this big stuff of the headache if you're consistently working on it. And especially remember to keep meditating on the crown chakra before bed. I think before you go sleep you can attempt on it. Wish you wellness. Thanks, Jokma.